Any day now, unit body crossover utility vehicles will surpass the sales of traditional body-on-frame SUVs. So getting in on this wave while it's still rising is what the appealing 2007 Lincoln MKX is all about. Aimed squarely at the Lexus RX 350 and the Cadillac SRX, the 5-passenger midsize Lincoln MKX shares its new crossover chassis with the Ford Edge, with roots in the Mazda 6. So we were not surprised at its solid, well-built feel from the first turn of a wheel. And the MKX looks solid too, thanks to a smooth, wide stance lifted almost lock, stock, and fender flares from last year's Lincoln Aviator concept. While easily the most contemporary vehicle in the Lincoln lineup, the MKX actually greets you with a retro Continental grille, flanked by complex lamp clusters with a steerable adaptive headlight option. A high belt line with standard 18-inch wheels and tires helps the tall profile appear hunkered down to the road. The clean sloping liftgate with an edge-to-edge bank of LED taillights can be equipped with optional power assist. MKX is available in front-wheel drive and, like our test vehicle, with intelligent all-wheel drive. It uses a viscous center coupling that will direct from 0 to 100% of the torque to the rear wheels as needed. That torque is provided by Ford's all-new 3.5-liter twin-cam Duratec V6. Also shared with the Edge, it's rated at 265 horsepower and 250 pound-feet of torque. All fed through a standard 6-speed automatic that uses multiple clutches for almost invisible shifts. With all-wheel drive, government fuel economy ratings are 17 city, 24 highway. Our test all-wheel drive MKX delivered a respectable 20 miles per gallon. And unlike most import brand rivals, it only requires regular grade gas. And acceleration was even more respectable. 0 to 60 in a swift 7.6 seconds, and through the quarter mile in 15.8 seconds at 89 miles per hour. That's mighty fine for a mid-size CUV. There's a bit more engine vibration than we expected when pushed hard, but there's also ample power for passing. Handling hardware is most car-like, McPherson struts up front and a 4-link rear, backed by standard advanced track electronic stability control with roll sensors. Luxury tuning makes the MKX rather mushy in corners, but easily controlled. That same tuning, however, produced a very comfortable ride, easily comparable to an RX 350 with just a hint of float. Brakes, however, were a disappointment. With over 2 tons of heft, panic stops from 60 averaged a long 147 feet. 4-wheel disc with ABS are standard, and they did keep us straight and stable. Drive the MKX at a more sedate kids-to-mall pace, and its reaction is totally friendly. The interior is very quiet and a serene place for long or short trips. That serenity suggests a luxuriously appointed cabin, and the MKX complies. It's quite roomy too, with familiar Lincoln flat surfaces and satin accents. Fine grain leather trim is standard and wood is available. 6 airbags include front side impact and head curtain airbags with rollover protection. But the cabin's most impressive feature is this huge Vista roof. It pairs a large front power sunroof with a fixed rear skylight for maximum sun input. When you prefer some shadow, power sunshades deploy at the touch of a button. And speaking of buttons, our compliments for such simple, user-friendly controls. Now just tighten up the dash seams and it would be perfect. DVD-based navigation is available. Entertainment options include 14-speaker surround sound audio, console-mounted PowerPoint and MP3 player auxiliary jack, and rear DVD video. Front seating is wide and flat, but with fine back support. Heat and cooling ventilation are optional. While the wide 60-40 split rear seat can also be heated. Each section reclines up to 15 degrees or quickly folds flat. If you're loading cargo, the Easy Fold remote switches let you drop the seats from the tailgate and then load up to 69 cubic feet of bulky stuff, which should be enough for just about anyone. And anyone can own an MKX as long as they have $34,795 for the front-wheel drive version or $36,445 for the all-wheel drive. Prices that are very competitive given the MKX's standards. The 2007 MKX is definitely not a Lincoln from the past. While not without a few flaws, we found the youthful MKX to be a very stylish, satisfying crossover with a solid pedigree. And just the ticket to drive this grand old American brand back into the luxury spotlight.